So we are at the United States here, and Mike is with me now. How you doing, Mike?
Good evening, Mitch. How are you? I'm good, by the
Yeah,
way.
no, okay, and you?
I'm
No,
good,
that's
I'm good.
man.
Ready for some action.
Yeah, no, eh?
Yesterday we had a different winner, for once.
Yeah, no. At least.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
It made something of the race, I guess.
Yeah, no, true, eh? Yeah, but, so Mike, who do you think will go well at the USA today, man?
Chris, I think, will do well. Usually does around here.
Yeah, he does, eh?
Obviously name changer. I think that's a certain... I think I kind of expect something from Brock. And
yeah.
Boastman, I think we have to give one of the pad guys a bit of a chance, and I think it has to be Boastman. People that won't do well around here, I mean, Pedro. I think that's pretty certain. But then you have that entire midfield battle. I think I saw yesterday, there's like a really close battle between Mikey and Gingerbush currently.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, great to see.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
I hope Mr. Saturday can pull out Mr. Saturday.
Yes.
George Russell. Yeah.
You mean Mikey? The Welsh version of George Russell.
Yes.
As we are actually joined by him in chat. Good evening, Mikey. I think me and Mitch are both rooting for you tonight. We kind of rooted for Matoman last night, and he got his thing, so we'll go for you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We're joined by Chris White. I must mention, previous driver, quick driver as well. Well, not quick, but clean would be the word.
Yeah, clean. Thereabouts in the mid pack, he will be about P8.
Yeah,
somewhere around there,
definitely.
fighting with Mikey, and depends in the race, you know. I don't know. I hope if Mikey can pull it off on a pulpy machine, then that will be great, and then he can win the race. Or
definitely. I've also noticed we are joined by K Zizzle, or K as we're going to call him from now on. Obviously the winner at Singapore last week, which is always good to have another guy in for the win.
Yeah.
And obviously we're joined by Mr. Officer Doofy, aka Officer Poopy. So the grid is looking packed, would be the way I'd describe it.
Yeah, no.
Name changer has just joined, and that puts us up to 17. Pelly hasn't been here the last 2 days, which is... I think he might be taking a bit of a break. I cannot confirm that, but...
Yeah, seems like it, but
yeah, definitely. So, with that, I'm going to make a prediction. The prediction is Pedro will finish second last.
Oh, well done,
Did you
Mike.
see that one coming?
No.
No. Well, there it is.
Okay.
Pedro second last. So
I thought it would be lost, but anyway,
Mitch, obviously last season around here we had a wet race, and
yes.
Did you fall asleep?
I think I was busy though, eh? Doing a few things.
Yeah,
had
but
some family business to do.
I think you fell asleep.
No.
I think so. I think so. Maybe for a little bit of the race you did, but came back. I don't know. But yeah, the rain can definitely come down here, and when it does come down here, it tends to pour quite heavily. But other than that, it can be absolutely like scorching heat also.
Yeah.
So, with that, Mitch, do you have anything you want to say about yesterday's race, or?
Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, Pedro, if you guys have watched or whatever, he lost it at that either on the traction or going around the bend or something like that. And yeah, was quite sad because with Chris got caught up in the middle of it. But hey, these things are racing, and what can you do? It's like it's like a puncher or something like that.
Yeah,
these things happen.
Definitely, and it seems like we are starting to ready up, Mitch, so that will
let's do this.
allow us to talk a bit more about on-track action. Yeah, the USA, it's a tricky track. Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3, they're all very different. You know, Sector 2, you got that big long straight. Sector 1, you're needing a lot of downforce. And Sector 3, you're also needing a lot of downforce. And another thing is, I think my comments are broken, Mitch. What are the comments like for you? Do you have any?
Oh, sorry, man. I don't have my phone with me. Shocking, eh?
Absolutely disgraceful. Yeah, saying we have 9 comments.
Baby needs to be charged.
Yeah.
Let's see, yeah.
Try. Maybe. Don't know what's happening, but I'm not getting the comments up on my phone, so.
Come on.
Just if anyone is saying something, I'm sorry, I can't really read it out. I can see the comments going up, up and up. We're on 10 and I haven't received one. Yeah, thank you to everyone tuning in. Good luck if you're a driver, and if you're new to the stream, good luck. Good luck staying with us. And here we go, Mitch. A wet qualifying, maybe? It is. It is absolutely lashing. And this is gonna make this race a hell of a lot more interesting.
So, yeah, no, it does. So, you got through to Mikey.
Oh, I got my comments back.
Oh, you got your comments back. That's
what
awesome.
The hell?
What? That's so strange.
Good evening to everyone that said evening. I finally got you back. So.
Okay. Good morning, then.
Yep. Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever part of the world you may be at. Matuman, the first man to venture out onto the track, and a guy that really did perform quite well yesterday.
Yeah. But I must say, Mike, OTL was a Monday here, if I'm not mistaken.
OTL was at Britain.
Oh, it was at Britain. Okay, you went well there. But anyway, some
your memory is starting to go, Mitch.
No. It's just been a rough week, eh?
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll continue. We'll pretend OTL was on Monday, and we'll say that it was. Where were you going with that?
I don't know. And do you? Okay, where do you like the circuit or hate it?
I think it's a very 50-50 one for me, Mitch. I think some days I like it, some days I don't. If you're doing well, it's a nice circuit, but if you're not doing well, as we have Chris White into the grass, don't know why he's venturing out there, not going to find much lap time there. But we'll jump on Mataman. Yeah, this wet qualifying session will provide a lot of thrills and spills for us. Obviously, if it is a dry race, we get to see the guys go on fresh tires, which will definitely split the top guys. You'll see they will definitely wait to see what the other guys go on before they make an make a decision is the word I'm looking for. But Mataman, the first guy to set a lap here, he's gonna start his lap now. Obviously, if you're on a dry setup here, you're gonna struggle in the wet. If it's a wet race though, you're gonna be living life.
Yeah, no, true.
So Mataman into turn 1, you don't really want to hug it too tightly in the wet. You want to more coast your way through. Now the S section is very difficult in the wet. Make sure you do not have a car in front of you when you're going through here, because you don't want any dirty air to disturb your already quite low downforce. If you're on a dry setup, of course. This corner Mataman's coming to now, a lot easier to do in the wet on the dry, because you're not carrying as much speed. But into sector 2 now, onto the big long back straight. Crucial you get a good bit of traction here, because no DRS to help you here. It's just whatever exit you get onto the straight. It's crucial, because you're gonna carry that speed all the way down into this turn here, which a very weird turn, kind of tricks you a little bit. You can be quite aggressive on the curb. Or 111.4, so Mataman already very slow compared to the dry. I think we're expecting 1 minute 50s around here, Mitch. 148s maybe for the quicker guys. But you can see already over the dry lap time, and he's not even into the final few corners. But this looks like a very clean lap from Mataman. Obviously the guys will be going out probably on a heavier fuel. As you can see, Mataman set to 148.5, so that's a very good lap by him. You can see he still has 2.6 laps worth of fuel, so he might just go for a recharge lap and then go again. As we're going to start seeing Jensen at 148.6, so a really good lap by Mataman. Chris at 148.4, so Mataman doing a really good job here. Time goes, and okay, now we're starting to see some good laps. Vapor has always been quite good in the wet, Mitch. Cast your mind back to Canada. Do you remember he was on pole position and then crashed in qualifying?
I would have to rewatch.
Kzizel now goes even quicker with a 147.2, so name changer only on a 149. Interesting. Some guys maybe on wet setup, some on dry, Mitch. Name changer definitely struggling. Boastman goes fastest on a 147.1, so we're going to be in the 146 very quickly. Obviously we don't know what type of setup these guys are on. They could be on dry, they could be on wet. We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know, eh?
The guys that are slower, like Chris, 1.4 seconds back, could be on a fully dry setup.
Yeah.
And if you're watching someone like Name Changer who's really struggling to brake and get traction, that's a sign he could be on the dry setup also. The guys that are a bit more planted, Kzizel, Boastman, I mean, I believe they're both on pad, which is the top 3 all on pad, so that kind of tells you something, doesn't it, Mitch?
Yeah, no, it does. Right?
So Vapor on another flying lap, what can he do now? Not the greatest last corner, and that's going to cost him some time. He still improves by a 10th, but I'm sure he has enough to grab a pole position here, especially going off the fact that he was only 5/10 off and he didn't exactly have the cleanest of runs there. So
just watching Mr. Pedro. Ooh, Andy lost it. Oh, unlucky for Mr. Pedro, drifting it.
I mean, Lenin has well and truly called that one in the chat. Skama retires, and that is going to be in the S section. If we ride on board with Chris White, we'll see him just over to the right there. Oh, why did it flick onto name changer? That was quite weird.
Yeah,
we're right on board with Vapor. He's nowhere near. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting, Mitch. I want to see where this is going. Chris, struggling at the moment. But I'm sure as the guys start doing more and more, the wheel guys, you'll see them come more into effect later as the session goes on. The pad guys, their pace will only gain 2 or 3 tenths, where the wheel guys, you could see them gaining up to a second the more comfortable you get. So let's hope for Chris that is the way it's going to be. He has an AlphaTauri of Tyne in front of him, and I think that's just going to be holding him up just a little. And yeah, exactly, it's not going to be you're not going to be braking as much as you really want, but obviously Tyne on a fast lap. Oh, Chris going for a lunge, and I mean,
but
he still improves, which maybe gets me to think he has a lot more pace in that car than he's showing. I mean, the lunge may be losing him a little bit of time.
Yeah,
K-Sizzle goes fastest, even quicker now into the 146.
Lost it.
Tyne lost it, and I guess Chris will be... Oh, Tyne right on the racing... Oh, and these two are not having a great time, are they?
Yeah, no, true, eh? Coming close together. Yeah.
Not a good sign for the race, is it?
No.
Hopefully they can...
but they're getting, probably getting the elbows out, practice. No.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why Tyne was maybe on the racing line, but we'll see. You said he had a spin, didn't you?
Yeah,
maybe just trying to get to grips and not realizing Chris was coming that quickly. Let's check Chris's fuel. He has about 2.9, so we will see another flying lap from Chris. Tyne really struggling, I think, at the moment with lockups. If you're Chris, I think you see what happened on your last lap. You saw what happened this lap. Back off. There's no need to be within 3 seconds. You know the way they kind of park up in real life and just wait for the car to go? Yeah. I'd say just do that. Tyne really struggling to get heat in those tires. Oh, wow. He's doing some drifting for us, Mitch, and he's into the pits.
Oh,
so Chris also follows him into the pits, so, I mean, nothing there. Name changer has improved. Still behind his teammate, though, so Vapor, evidently, the better Alfa Romeo driver currently. Boastman, invalid outlap, and Boastman onto the intermediate tires. Let's check. Him and Jensen both fitted the inters. Adam has also fitted the intermediate tires. So track may be getting a bit drier. It looks like the rain is starting to ease up a little bit, but still quite a lot of standing water.
So you don't think any slicks?
No, I don't think we'll get any slicks with 6 minutes remaining. I think it's out of the window.
Some dry lines, eh? Very few.
Dry lines, but I think it'd just be too greasy. You'd need the rain to stop now.
No.
Like, it is getting
just
drier and
like
drier, but it's
outside.
not going to be enough.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Just with the game and how it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
As we see K-Sizzle now, or K, fit the intermediate, same with Chris. K is just watching the delta. You know the way if you switch between the tires it will show you the delta change? I think that's what K is doing right now. And Vapor is going to cross the line. It's going to be a better lap. 6/10 improvement, and that is pole position.
Sure.
But what he needs to do now is, and what a lot of drivers fall victim to, is doing that extra lap on the wets and not being able to get back for the inters. we're seeing a lot more people select that intermediate tire now. And it's kind of, you know, get back to the pits now if you are a Vapor. Though, name changer evident going on an out lap on the wet, so name changer thinking there's more time in the wet tire.
Okay.
There can be very tricky points where it's probably time for the inter, but you can still gain a lot on the wet.
Yeah, just watching Jensen here.
Is he struggling?
First little bit he was struggling, but
once you build now, maybe temperature into the inters, they might be better.
They will be okay, I'm sure. So
you don't want to go out too early and you don't want to go out too late, because if you go out too early, your inters won't be performing great, and if you go out too late, well, you might have been worth going out earlier on the. It might be that mid transition point where driving style comes into it, and if you're aggressive on throttle, you might be better off on the inters, and if you're maybe a bit more conservative, the wets might do you a bit of betterness. But Jensen, the race winner from yesterday, obviously had a very good podium streak. Picked up his first win yesterday, which really says quite a lot about how dominant Name Changer has been.
Sure.
Jensen, obviously 4-time world champion on 4-time in a row until Name Changer. So we will be going into next season with a new champion, I do believe. So, well, I do believe, I know, because Name Changer has won it. So that will be interesting to see what Jensen can maybe do. Can he fight to win back his title?
I hope so for him.
I'm sure he can. But we'll see now. We'll ride on board with Jensen. Very understeery out there. Not getting the traction down really as quickly as you maybe want, but still committing. Going quite wide in turn 2. As we watch him go from a very far angle, we're right on board. And Jensen's 4 tenths up. Well, 5 tenths up in the first sector. Intermediate tires are the way to go.
Yeah.
A lot more grip.
Outlet.
And now this is where he could gain quite a lot of time. Coming out of this traction zone, very much getting the traction down. And that is going to give him a whale of time up this strip. It is getting quite dry, Mitch. I see what you kind of meant earlier. But Jensen,
I don't know. Maybe
into the sector 2 split. Let's see. I'd say he'll be up by about a second here. 1.3. And that's what we're saying. And Jensen now is going to clinch pole position for a while. But where is everyone else? And what tires? Chris only coming back into the pits, and he's retired now because he went out on the wets.
Oh, unlucky for Chris, man.
P5 for Chris, and that's gonna cost him.
I hope he stays there.
He will be dropped down quite a lot, Mitch. If Jensen's gonna go with this lap, and what I think it is 2.2 seconds, and Jensen takes provisional pole. K-Zizzle, the next of the top runners to set a lap, what was our previous pole setter. He's going to set an absolutely blinding lap here. It's going to be a 1:44, 1:45.3, and that's exactly 1 second to Jensen basically, and that shows you that Chris is going to lose out a lot here. The average of 2 second improvements is going to really push him to the back of the field. Who is next across the line? It is going to be Tyne. 1.2 seconds up. Not getting as much out of the tire as the other guys. Where do you think Tyne's going to go, Mitch? I'm going to say on the current leaderboard, he'll be about P4, depending on how well his final sector is. Tyne was struggling in the final sector, so I think this is going to be a lot better. And Pedro's crashed.
Pedro retired.
P2 for Tyne. And that is going to be bad for Pedro, second last. Oh, Jensen's invalidated, and he will not get another lap time in. He might actually. 16 seconds. I'm going to ride on board with Jensen. Will he get another lap in? I think he will. 8 seconds, 6. Ooh. No, he can't slow down too much, Jensen. 3, 2, 1. No, he will not get the lap in. He slowed down just too much at that final corner. Vapor is up, but look who's in front of him. Boastman is right in front of him on track, and that's going to cost him a bit of time.
Yeah. Would they?
Here we go. K-Zizzle goes even faster. 1:44.2. We're going to ride on board with Boastman. 1.3 seconds up. What can he do into the final corner? Boastman second. Vapor third. Name changer out on the wets, and that's going to cost him a lot of time. Brock invalid. And Chris has only lost 3 positions. SPW P6 and Gingerbush P7.
Yeah.
SFR Officer Doofy, can he push Chris into 10th? Where's he gonna go? Adam P7.
Nice.
Name changer is matching his time, not really going to do much, and we're gonna a big slap of oversteer there, and don't think name changer is gonna improve here. He's gonna go straight into a wall. And that is gonna be qualifying, Mitch.
Wow.
Okay, from Boastman, Vapor, Tyne, Jensen, SPW, Doofy, Gingerbush, Name Changer, Chris, Brock, Matoman, Skarma, Jalmi, Mikey, Chris White, and Pedro. What are your thoughts on that, Mitch?
Unlucky there for Chris, I must say. But anyway, we will see what he can do. He likes the circus, as you said, and I do believe it as well. But yeah, unlucky also for Pedro. Yeah, the boy needs to practice more or something. I don't know.
Definitely,
yeah.
Whatever he's trying to do isn't working, that's for sure.
Yeah. But so Pedro, I hope you can next season come refreshed and ready to get a higher spot. But yeah.
Definitely, as we finally get off the loading screen. So, this is going to be interesting now.
What do you think of that, Mike?
I think we're going to have a dry race from the lap times. I don't think the guys really showed anything to say that we're going to have a wet race. I could be completely wrong, but personally, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, K-Zizzle 8/10 from his nearest competitor, and I think if that pace is anything to go by, we're not going to be seeing K-Zizzle very much.
Sure. Yeah, no, true. Oh.
But Boastman and Vapor, very good lap times. Vapor starting to come into his own in this ending part of the season. Starting to wrap up a good few results. Obviously unlucky yesterday that he did not pick up the podium.
Okay, so guys, we take a 5-minute break here. Whoa, you called it, Mike.
Dry.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's going to stay dry for the whole race, maybe. Doesn't look like there's major clouds in the sky. So Yeah. The color difference between the rain. It's all
Yeah,
so dark and
definitely a
so
lot
bright.
brighter.
Like, wow, you turned the sun up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, Mitch, there's a bright array of colors in the chat. I mean, the tire choices.
Let me have a look. Yeah, some good colors there.
A lot of reds,
Yeah,
a lot of yellows.
yellows.
And I think not as much yellows as I thought there'd be. I think Chris and Brock definitely need to go on that medium. I think the guys up the top are gonna be mainly red, except for Jensen. Guys like Adam, SPW, Gingerbush, they're gonna be the real interesting ones. I think they need to go mediums also, but very hard to do the one stop here. And it's not really worth doing the two stop.
Yeah.
It's a longish pit lane, like it's a good chunk of the first start finish straight, so
Yeah.
you know
But
it's a short pit lane, but it costs you a lot of time, it seems.
Yeah. No.
You do get a hell of an undercut though, which is
True.
good.
So, would you say, what's it? One stop?
Yeah, one stop I'd assume, but
Okay.
we've been
But
quite
safety
wrong
car.
with a lot of our predictions, Mitch.
Okay. But safety cars and stuff like that.
They can always throw
Yeah,
something
people
in the
will.
mix, can't they?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the 5 minute break to end. It will be about 4 minutes, I'd say. Uh, After that qualifying, does your prediction take any hits, Mitch? Obviously, Chris very far down from where you'd want to be, but other people like Vapor maybe up where he didn't expect to be. Even Name Changer
Yeah,
just
no.
nowhere near where he would have wanted to be.
Yeah, no, true. And for Mr. Saturday, down in 15th.
Yeah.
Mikey, yeah, about these
His
things
second
happen.
half of the season really hasn't been as strong as he probably would have wanted. Now,
Yeah.
another thing we must bring up, Mitch, is turn one at the USA. Coda. It's a very hard turn one. It lies to you. And the 5 minute break's up already.
Okay, this. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
We're actually
That was
starting
quick.
quite early.
Yeah.
But yeah, the turn one, very tight.
Yeah.
But on entry, it's very wide. And it's got that runoff area straight in front of it where it lies to you on entry that you have more space than you really do.
Sure.
If we ride on board
Yeah.
with K-Zizzle here, we'll be able to... Let's actually go through the tires first. And Skama was disqualified.
What?
I don't know why that was. But, yeah. Let's look at the tires.
Tarts? Yeah, okay.
Do you want to run through them?
Okay, 2 seconds, man. Let me just get the...
Because a lot has changed since the race director.
Okay, so Zizzle, medium, Boastman, soft. Then you got Vapor, medium, Tin, soft. And then Jensen up until Skama is all medium. And then Jami, soft, medium for Mikey, Chris Watt, hard, and medium for Mr. Pedro.
Yeah, so a lot of yellow, Mitch.
Yeah, a lot of yellow. it would be nice if they did the what you call it, the blue, the white, and the red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the US flag.
Well, we do have that. We had that in qualifying, the blue tire. Don't worry about the green. But then the white, Chris White and is that bronze?
Chris White on the white. Interesting.
And softs for the guys on reds. But anyway, okay, enough of my yabba. Let's get to action.
Yeah, we will see, Mitch. A lot of medium tires compared to what we are looking at, and I think the likes of
SPW.
Oh, that's gonna warm up his tires nicely.
Very nicely.
I mean, oh my god, look at SPW's. Why is everyone's steering wheel SPW minus 273 degrees? Adam minus 273 degrees. I cannot see the McLarens.
What?
Name changers minus 273 degrees. Chris is on perfect. Matoman minus 273 degrees. What is going on? We're gonna have a lot of trouble here, Mitch, as we get ready for 5 red lights. K-Zizzle away nicely, but Boastman's gonna have that early traction, and that's gonna be a beautiful start for Boastman up into P1 before turn 1. A bit of contact and K-Zizzle's off, and it's a lot of cars wide. A lot of contact made, and Brock is spun. Or he's lost some positions. Chris also losing positions.
Yeah, but it's full wide there. Just before there, eh? I think that was wise for Chris.
Did they just back out of it?
Maybe, I think so. Because it could have been, I think it closes, you know?
Yeah.
The corner closes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway.
A lot of guys going up and down all around, and there's still a lot of action at that back. Mikey going down the inside of someone. Didn't see who. Jalmi right behind him. Brock right behind him. Adam getting overtaken by Matoman. Not a great start for Adam. Let's check the front wings, Mitch. Can you see any wing damage? Brock, no. Chris, no. Scottman, no. Chris White, no. Pedro, no. So all them seem to be fine in the mid-pack. No early signs of any trouble. But look at this. The 2 soft runners, P1, P2. And that's what they would have wanted after lap 1, Mitch. Crucial now that they break the DRS.
Yeah, no, that's crucial.
And we start getting our little glitchy thing. As name changer up the inside of Jensen. So Jensen not having a great start. Name changer likewise having a great start. And Gingerbush already picks up the first penalty. Chris and Brock side by side. Well defended from Brock. Doofy picks up the second penalty.
Oh wow. Sorry, man. I don't know why it's like ghosted.
I think it's just with the way the names go funny on lap 2 and 3, it just messes it up for you. But it should come back later. We'll ride on board with Boastman. K-Zizzle falling behind, and the gaps are starting to form. We're going to jump on with Mikey, very close to the back of Adam, who also has the back of Jalmi on softs. Jalmi looking to go down the inside of Mikey. Backs out of it, and that's going to be well defended from Mikey. But look, Jalmi has that extra traction, and that's... Mikey's really struggling currently. That's going to really frustrate the likes of Brock and Chris, who just can't get that move done. And Brock sends one down the inside of Jalmi. But Jalmi, again, with that traction, can just get it done. Chris and Brock follow him through, and Chris picks up a penalty, and well defended from Jalmi. So Chris,
yeah, that was a
penalty. Oh, and a big tank of oversteer there from Chris. And I think Jalmi's gonna let him through. Interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Chris giving him a little weave to say I appreciate you. So the two front runners starting to already maybe lose a bit of tires. You'd expect them to be going a bit further than normal, but cases are not exactly falling away. Maybe just needed 1 or 2 laps for his mediums to set a light, and then he would be on pace. Maybe he sees that there's a angry name changer coming for his P1 spot, and look who's into second last. It's Pedro.
Pedro. Come on, Pedro. Get Skama.
Yes. You heard him.
Pedro.
Mitch wants a move. Skama though, overtaking Jalmi. Jalmi might have an issue.
Yeah.
After he let down... Oh, Brock and Chris followed through, and Mikey lunge on Chris. This is going to be very tight. Chris just with the traction down the inside, and that's going to be a bit of a contact. I think Chris lets off the throttle, and that's going to allow Mikey back into P12.
Get DRS.
Yes, DRS is now enabled, so these guys are going to be kind of crucial for Chris that he does not pick up anymore, as Pedro picks up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, come on,
penalties
Pedro.
are going to be crucial. Brock on the back of Adam now. Brock not messing around, getting these moves done. SPW on Matoman. Oh, why is it switched me back onto Brock? SPW on Matoman, and the bang. Done. Mikey overtaken by Chris. We're seeing a lot of action here, Mitch.
Sorry, man. I'm talking over you a little bit.
No, you're allowed to do so.
Okay, cool.
That is why we are commentators, so that we catch the action. Mataman picking up a time penalty. You can see it just on stream where he got that. It's a tricky corner in the dry. Mataman sending one down the inside. Don't think he meant to do so, but he did get it done. SPW now using up all his ERS. Mataman doing so too. You can see Mataman not having straight line speed. SPW does have. SPW locking up, and that's going to allow Matoman around the outside. Brilliant traction from Matoman. They're really close. The camera angle really not working, and SPW falling back down. Sends one up the inside. Matoman going for a cutback. Brilliant racing from the two. Matoman maybe going to try send one down the inside, which is going to turn into that. Very wobbly from both drivers. SPW going wide. Mataman sends one. He's obviously going to have DRS now to allow him to just zoom. As these two go side by side, and Mataman pulls ahead. Ooh, and SPW sends one. And there's a bit of contact. Ooh, bit of locking wheels, and look at this. Ginger Bush gets involved, and he says, I'll take that position.
Yeah. Chris is also watching this.
Yeah, Brock and Chris now right on the back, and we have a 5 wide train.
Yikes.
And look at this, SPW goes deep, and look at the run. Brock's gonna get on Matoman now.
Ooh.
Chooses to go around the outside of that corner, and look into the braking zone. Done. And Matoman comes back. Brock gonna try hang it around the outside. He gets the better traction. He needs to use a bit of that overtake. Ooh, are you okay, Mitch?
I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't worry.
And Gingerbush gets past SPW. Chris gets past Matoman. Brock gonna send one down the inside of SPW. Thinks a bit better of it. And ooh, Matoman comes back at Chris. Mikey gets Adam in the back, and oh, look at that. It's very close between Matoman. Matoman getting lovely traction round the outside of Chris. Chris gonna try do similar things to Matoman that Matoman did to SPW. And oh, there's a bit of a touch between Gingerbush and SPW. I feel like a rapper here, Mitch. I've never spoken this quickly in my life. And all of a sudden, we've somehow got SPW from Brock. And look at this. Kizuzo and Boastman side by side, and I think that's done for now. Brock starting to pull away from SPW. He gets that move done. Ooh! And I think Chris has rear-ended SPW and picked up some wing damage.
It didn't look like it, but he has some in-plate damage, so...
Oh, and SPW cuts it. And does SPW have a puncture? No. Maybe just a bit of trouble for SPW. Mataman goes a bit wide, and now this battle's going to re-ensue. The battle that started this chaos. As the name changer gets past... Oh, Adam sends one from nowhere on SPW.
Oh, Adam joined the party. Oh, awesome.
Yes, and Mikey is not too far away. SPW going to the left hand side. Matoman going to send one on Chris. Chris not having the downforce of what he had 2 laps ago. And but that's going to be Matoman up 1 position. Adam gets the move done on SPW. No, he doesn't. SPW on Chris. SPW ran the outside, and Chris is really starting to struggle. He's not going to be able to hold this around the outside, and he even might get done by Adam here. Look how much Adam's gaining. Adam has to back out of the throttle there. Yeah, would not be surprised to see Chris pull over to the pit lane, and there he goes.
I think goes for the hards, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Maybe another set of mediums for 2 spot. But with the wing change, I would see him go for the hards. K-Zizzle, all on the back of Boastman. Soft, interesting, going for a quick and aggressive strategy. Mikey gets past Adam now, so it's been all action in this 7-lap opening stint of the race.
And Tin and Boastman not quite close
to Tin as well. Quite close. And look at this, K-Zizzle name changer. What's up, bro?
Wow, we got some action here.
Yes.
Yikes.
For the first time in a while, we're seeing quite a lot of on-track action.
Yikes.
Why have we had to wait this long for this? K-Zizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, not K-Zizzle. Tyne up to P1. Name changer into P3. K-Zizzle maybe going for a cutback? No. Boastman going for a bit of a lunge. Very close to contact. And Vapor is in it. What happened, Mitch? Oh, Adam and Mikey, bit of contact, and that is Adam round.
Yeah, I think that's why I went, ooh.
You think?
Yes. Maybe.
So Adam now round, and this is starting to get a bit of chaotic as Boastman enters the pit lane. Going for the undercut
First
on...
one gets a 3-second penalty.
A lot of penalties down that backfield, Mitch.
Yeah, it is. How's Jensen doing? He's 5th at the moment, 1 second off the pace, just under a second from Vapor.
Yep, Brock is up to P6. A lot of fighting still going on in that midfield. SPW and Mataman still battling it out. Jensen just keeping on the back of these guys at the front. Chris, a 30-second time penalty. I'm sure he's just trying to push. So you can see he's just going to overtake Ginger Bush now, so he's not lost too much time. He'll still be in that battle for whatever position that is. It's about 10 positions. Name Changer goes for the lead, and Name Changer back into the lead from 10th position, Mitch. Or 11th, I forget what he was, but he was definitely not. He's setting personal bests into doing so. Whew, a lot of action.
Wow.
SPW on Matoman? Nope, not this time. Chris White on Jalmi. Jalmi really starting to struggle on those soft compound of tires.
Yes.
So, who is next to be overtaken? Name Changer sets the fastest lap of the race. And I quite like what K is doing here. He's just staying in P3, knows what he's doing. But look at Tyne. He's being the smartest out of the bunch. He's trying to use Name Changer as a slipstream. He knows name changer is setting PBs, setting fastest laps. So if he's staying in the DRS of name changer, he can extend his stint and be in front of Boastman. Oh, and Kate picks up a 3-second time penalty. Mataman also doing so. Boastman on the hard, so I believe Tyne will be going for mediums as Chris sets the fastest lap. Boastman on the back of SPW, and I'm sure he doesn't even want to begin to know the battle SPW has been having with people, so he wants to get this done quickly. Can he get it done quickly though? He can.
I think so.
Pulls to the inside, not even touching the ERS. We're going to see he's well into the position before the braking zone, and that should be easy enough for him.
Lock up.
Yeah, big lock up there, and I think Tyne should be in the pits this lap. Nope, next lap. Or the lap after. We'll see now. Pedro picks up a time penalty. Does Tyne's pit window open? No, he'll be going for another lap. But all the while, as this is happening, name changer just extends his lead at the front.
Sure.
Right, can Boastman get Matoman into turn 1? We'll see now. Doesn't look like it. I think he'll just sit behind for a while. Obviously, what Tyne is trying to do is extend so he doesn't have to go through this traffic. The longer he stays out, the longer he doesn't have to deal with the likes of Matoman and SPW, who just have been battling non-stop as Chris gets past Jalmi for the second time this race. Interesting to see what Chris can do with this now, Mitch.
Yeah, no, it will be, How long do you think those softs can go for?
Well, going off time, about 11 laps. So
about 11 laps. When did Chris pit?
He will be pitting for another set of softs before the end of the race. And whoa, the chat is just glitched for me in my top right side of my screen. It said that we just got 10 messages.
What?
I don't know, Mitch. But yellow flag in sector 2, who was that? Do you know it was?
No, I don't.
It might have been Xiaomi. Pedro gained 13 seconds. I don't know. Oh, look. Tying into the pits. Medium tire? Yes, medium tire. Let's ride on board with Boastman. He got past Madaman this lap. Can he jump past Tyne? Boastman's pit window only opening this lap, and look, they're side by side. Tyne locks up, Boastman locks up, and Tyne up into what is net P2.
Sure.
And that's a great strategy from Tyne. Can he get these to the end now? That is the question.
Should be
17 laps. You should be able to do it. If you took softs 11 laps, which we said you should be, 17 is the natural number to get you to the end.
Yeah.
So, Boastman, what does he have to say about this? We don't know. Now, what will Tyne's pace be like in comparison to Name Changer, who's starting to really pull out a bit of a gap?
Yeah, no.
Where is the closest battle in all of this? I think it's going to be Mr. Chris. And we have a virtual safety car. And look, Kazizel, any of these guys going to go for hards?
Jensen missed.
Nobody goes for a pit. What about Brock? Brock could gain a lot of time here if he pits for the hards.
No.
He continues. Tyne is the next guy, so he won't pit. Boastman will maybe pit for mediums. No, he will not. SPW in the pits, and that will be for a set of hards.
Okay.
Just you need to make sure this virtual safety car stays out, and that it really hasn't helped him.
Maybe.
What also hasn't helped him is the fact, okay, it was just glitched. Chris into the pits. Do you think he maybe pit a bit too early? The virtual safety car was over. He's gonna lose a lot of time from taking that stop. He didn't even maximize his soft tire run. And that, I think it's a bad strategy call from Chris, but I think he can now take these tires to the end, Mitch.
Yeah, no, I think so.
And Vapor up the inside of K-Zizzle. They're going side by side into the swooping left-hander. Ooh, Vapor very aggressively making a swoop. And they're very close to making contact that entire time. Chris picks up a penalty. K-Zizzle trying to go around the outside. That doesn't work. Maybe trying to go back around the outside. Nope, doesn't work. Using complete and utter limits of the track to try and gain more time on the opponent in front. Whew. And now we have an Alpha 1-2 currently.
Sure. Amazing.
What is Brock's pace looking like? He's on 9.9 second gap. Very hard to gain on the car in front when they have DRS. That is something which is completely underrated in the game. You need to make sure that it is possible to gain when a car is DRS. It's simply too powerful to be in a DRS train. So you can see the gap for Brock is really not changing all that much.
Sure.
Even though he is pushing in a hell of a lot harder than the likes of Jensen, who just get to sit behind, chill, save some ERS every now and then, even though he's starting to fall out of that 1 second because Vapor's looking a lot quicker. Though Jensen just gained 2/10, so we'll see now or then. I think Tyne is looking very quick at the moment, so when name changer pits around about lap 17 is what we're thinking. Expect around about a 4-second gap, which will obviously be caught up by name changer because, you know, name changer, and on that soft tire that will be interesting.
Yeah. Right there.
These guys in the midfield all looking very, very spread out now, except for SPW and Adam. These two the closest on track currently, other than the top fight of Vapor and K-Zizzle. Vapor 4.3 seconds now behind his teammate, and that, I mean, that's scary to think. Name changer started P10 and now he's just running away with it again and again and again. It's wow. Credit to him, Mitch. Too. Credit to him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, credit too.
K-Zizzle trying to go down the inside, doesn't work from yet. So, what are you thinking, Mitch? What is gonna happen? I really don't know.
Yeah, same, eh? Yeah, it's that fight with Brock, I think, and SPW and Chris and Adam.
Yeah,
and, yeah.
It kind of like it was a very good lap for her. The first 7 laps of this Grand Prix were very exciting, but we can't say for the last 7 they have not really lived up to the expectations. Yeah. Chris on Ginger Bush, and that is an easy enough move. Chris is about 10. Ooh, SPW on Adam. Good move by SPW. Adam got that pace on the medium. No, he doesn't. So SPW doing good things on that tire.
Yeah.
Brock's staying 9.9 to Jensen. Jensen getting a little closer to K-Zizzle, who's losing a bit of time to Vapor. Ooh. The Vapor gaining on his teammate.
Vapor does seem like it.
He's gained about 5/10.
Probably used
and it's
a bit
gaining
of ERS
even more. I don't know what's going on, Mitch, but maybe.
It was on 0.
Maybe Name Changer is saving fuel. But that is interesting. He gained about 7 or 8/10 that lap alone, so I wonder what is going on there. Chris on Chris White. Oh, big snap of oversteer there from Chris. Alien.
Which Chris?
The Alien,
okay.
I need it. And Chris is
it gets
Chris
confusing.
Alien, the Scotsman, is out of ERS. He's going to try send one down the outside, fake to the inside, which is going to turn back to the outside. Chris White very late on the brakes, but I think that's going to allow Chris Alien to pick up another time penalty.
And got 3-second penalty.
But gets the move done.
Is there. There, boss.
The medium starting to go off for these guys at the front. And Vapor's gaining still on Name Changer.
What?
I wonder what's going on. Let's ride on board with him. It doesn't look like he has any issue.
Yoris?
Maybe he's being a bit too cautious, trying to save himself a penalty.
Yeah, you never know.
We'll see now. So, Jensen on the back of K-Zizzle, who's losing quite a lot of... Oh, very late pit entry there from K-Zizzle.
Yeah,
Faking Jensen out till the very last moment. We're expecting this to be soft. I mean, if he goes on to the hard compound tires, fair play to him. But it is soft and it is a front wing change. So I looked at his end plate there and he did not have any end plate missing. So it was one of those changes where you just have a tiny bit of wing damage.
Yeah, it gets tricky, eh?
Matoman doing well. Look at the sky, Mitch. Do you think it's getting awfully dark?
Excuse me, yeah. It does look like, looks like some rain. Rain clouds? Maybe? Yeah, what do you think, Mike?
I think the exact same as you, Mitch. I think we could be in for a bit of a shock here, and that is why these medium guys are extending their stint, maybe.
Yeah, you never know, eh?
Obviously, lap 17 is one we said did pit.
Yes, and K-Zizzle, yeah.
Pits one lap early for soft tire. Got past Madamando, which is crucial to his race. But it is getting darker and darker, Mitch, as we go on. I would not be surprised if we see a little bit of rain. Adam picks up a penalty. And Name Changer and Jensen in the pits. Vapor, crucially, has to keep going because his teammate's in the pits. And he needs to put in a hell of a good lap time now.
Jensen is waiting. Oh, no. Don't know what happened.
And look, there's time. And there is the gap to Name Changer. Name Changer obviously losing quite a lot of time to his teammate. And look, 4 seconds, Mitch. We got it on the dot.
Sure. Wow.
Wow, we are great. Brock also into the pits.
Yeah.
Gaining a bit of time on his compatriot, K-Zizzle. And look at that, Mikey gets past Brock. But look at this, Brock powers around the outside with that soft compactor tire. A lot of guys into the pits, and look, SPW has jumped to Mato Man. Obviously it's 2 tire compound difference here, but a lot of this has kind of brought Chris into play a little bit.
Oh, Chris is in P11. Not bad.
Pedro getting past and into second last for him. I mean, why bother at this stage? It's getting darker and darker, Mitch. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit of rain here.
Yeah, it does, eh? What would you say, a lap or 2?
No, I think about 4 or 5 laps, maybe. If it does rain. Name changer already taken 1.3 seconds out of time, so I think that is pretty much done. But let's right on board with Jensen. He is the guy to watch. Vapor onto the soft tire. What does he put on? And Jensen's going to comfortably jump him. Even Mr. K is going to jump him. No, he does not. Vapor getting jumped by Jensen. Oh, name changer picks up a time penalty. Tyne in a good position now all of a sudden. Jensen, the only guy really on the softs other than Brock without a penalty, which is big for him. Matoman up the inside of SPW well before the braking zone. Chris gets past a pit laned Mikey, and that is good for him. So Jensen on the back of Boastman.
Jensen.
So in hindsight, Mitch, these guys that started on the medium were well and truly on the better strategy here today. As we look at Jensen, easily past Boastman, who had such great pace at the start of the race. He's really not got much in those tires.
Yeah.
And Jensen, unlike yesterday, getting the move done quickly and easily this time. Name changer on the back of Tyne. And let's, this should be really, really simple for name changer.
Oh.
And he doesn't get past him this lap. Boastman getting overtaken by Vapor. Not by Kizizzle though. Brock starting to gain a little bit more as these guys squabble. Name changer just playing with his food at it again. Let's see what happens. Name changer gonna be very simply down the inside here. Not messing around anymore. Pulls to the left, Tyne getting a bit close for comfort, but there we go. And that is P1 for name changer. Nothing new there.
Yeah.
And Kizizzle gets over. Oh, cuts across Boastman there, but all fair game. Chris on the back of SPW, who he previously has had a big fight with this race.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do now. Overtake enabled. Not gonna get the move done this time around, but should be close for the next corner.
Yeah, I think. Oh,
look, big lock up from SPW, and look at this.
Oh,
Gonna allow Chris to go around the outside, fake to the inside. Oh, big snap of oversteer.
Well caught.
Oh, and Boastman into the pits, and that's gonna be for a set of softs. Unlucky for Boastman, I have to say.
Yeah, no, I must say as far away.
And Chris White gets past Pedro. A lot of people starting to pick up penalties, pushing to try and gain a position or two, and it's not working out. Jensen looking quite comfortably in P3. SPW and Chris still going at it.
Chris got it.
And Vapor gets past Jensen.
What?
Now, Tyne, I don't know, but if he can keep that gap under 3 seconds, he's just sitting on 3 seconds. He's starting to lose a lot now, but 7 laps to go. Can he damage limitation here for Tyne? Can he steal P1? And if not P1, Jensen is the main objective to defend.
Yeah.
SPW back down the inside of Chris. Chris gonna try hold it around the outside. That doesn't work. He's gonna go to the left hand side now. SPW aggressively takes the left hand side. And now Mikey has gained access. Oh, and Chris is into the wall.
Oh no! Flip, man.
Chris into the wall, over eager on traction. There's a virtual safety car. Chris needs to get back on track. Gingerbush is allowed to overtake him because of
yeah. Okay.
being off track.
Chris was doing a tough start, I must say, for him, but
a 5-second penalty for SPW for cutting the corner into the pit lane, so that's an interesting one. Mikey has gained a free 2 positions, same for Skarma, same for Gingerbush. Chris, not all hope lost. Oh no, SPW is out and away. Adam overtakes Chris, and that should be a battle to watch maybe in the coming laps.
Yeah.
Well, actually, even Chris White is going to get past him now. And Pedro into second last. Pedro's starting to gain on Chris White. Now, who has that virtual safety car benefited? It has benefited Vapor quite a lot. He's gained about a second on time.
Yes.
Obviously, the virtual safety car, when you're on a 10, 11 lap old medium, it's going to kill your tires because you're switching them off for a lap.
Yeah.
And you're not really able to get them back up to temperature for 2 or 3 laps. So, who is a battle to watch? Oh, Adam and SPW. SPW straight past him. And what's
Chris
up?
Just, I don't know, it was on the main straight, and like the car just went left.
Interesting. Chris maybe struggling with setup issues. Vapor starting to catch a lot on time. His tires really not looking also fine. See what I did there? Fine and fine. They kind of sound similar. But anyway. Jensen on the back of Vapor, which is on the back of Tyne. This could get interesting. Who gets P2? My bet currently would be on Jensen.
I hope so, man.
Ow, I just hit my elbow.
Oh, not good.
No,
Please
it's
don't
actually
hit your
quite
elbow.
sore.
Yeah, it's sore.
Chris is gaining quite substantially on Pedro.
Come on, Chris.
I mean, these two have battled over last place for 2 races in a row now. Kiesels out!
Oh,
Safety car? Safety car,
Safety
please?
car?
Oh no,
Safety
he's
car?
in the pit
Safety
lane.
Oh.
Oh, well that ruined everything.
He was running fine, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe we'll get some information after the race. Boastman sets a fastest lap.
Okay. Oh. And Chris sends it.
No messing around. Obviously, Pedro crashing out Chris yesterday. Chris
Get past
not
Mr.
wanting
Pedro.
to repeat the activities of yesterday.
Pedro, just
He's
be
going
careful,
for the
bro.
cutback.
Ah, this is good racing, man. Don't hug those
Chris
scoops
really
too much.
struggling with downforce.
Yeah. Pedro.
Oh, Pedro very... Oh, Chris lets off the trot. And Pedro in the pits. Wow. What a boring...
What?
What's up?
He's back on...
Oh. Pedro's
He...
back on track. You saw him go into the pits too, didn't you?
No.
He pulled off to the left very...
Yeah, to the left, and then, how can you cut that? Can you cut it?
That's a weird one by Pedro, and we'll get back to it later. But look, Tyne overtaken by Vapor, now overtaken by Jensen. This is the real battle for second. Tyne maybe knows this, and he's well hold back Jensen now. 3 laps to go. Both people's tires gonna be very worn in 3 laps time. Jensen only done 6 laps on those tires. I don't think that's true. Did they not pit around lap 17?
Yeah, I think they did, eh?
That's a bit weird. But we'll go at 6, so his tires will be in a bit better position compared to Tyne's. Jensen not running very healthy on ERS. Both drivers, and Jensen sends it very late on the brakes, and I mean, it's a fair move. Get it done. That is P2 for Jensen currently. But how will Jensen react to Vapor? Jensen has been in a DRS train this whole race. He hasn't really showed us anything. But now is his chance as Chris gets past Chris again. And ooh, very close. And this time Pedro is in the pit lane. So maybe he went to go in the pits and was carrying too much speed and just said no, I got to continue.
Retire, yeah.
Jensen getting well away from Tyne, and that's going to be P2, I think, wrapped up for Jensen, though Vapor extending that gap. Let me tune in with the penalties, Mitch. Oh, Vapor 12 seconds. Okay, that is that done and dusted.
Chris lost the car.
Again? Wow, this guy is really bad. And look.
Does
he have wing damage? He has wing damage. If he pits again, why is Pedro ghosted? Oh, he's getting lapped. Pedro could still be on. Oh my god, Pedro slowed down to let Brock through. And that's going to be bad for Pedro, because that's going to mean he's going to be... If Chris pits, they're going to be fighting again. Good for the stream though.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Tyne's starting to catch Jensen again. Now, this battle for second might not be over. Crucial that Tyne stays in that DRS. Jensen's starting to extend the gap again, and that is going to be that done and dusted. Chris is in the pit, so we're going to see that battle commence, and Tyne's picked up a penalty, so Jensen P2 pretty much confirmed. And here we go. Where is Chris going to be compared to Pedro? They're going to be literally side by side. Oh wow, Chris. Why would you retire there? You could have had a 1-lap battle with Pedro.
Mr. Pedro!
Wow. Bad form, bad form. Anyway, back to the winner of the race. You continue, Archie. Go ahead.
Mike, what do you think? Maybe, like, is it with this setup with Chris's tires?
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, he picked up wing damage early on, didn't he, Mitch? And he was forced to pit through that. And then from that point onwards, your strategy is over. Your race is all but pretty much in the mud. So I think it's just another bad showing, and another reason why that Renault car is cursed.
Yeah-ish? No, man.
So we're gonna quickly check the positions gained, Mitch, because it is getting to that time of day for the driver of the day. See what I did there? That's actually getting... Yes. That's a pretty good jingle. So, yes. The game is going to give it to Name Changer. 8 positions. And...
Fantastic, man.
I'm not gonna lie, right?
Ooh.
My driver of the day... Who would you give it to? I don't really know.
Oh, you were on the run, you know, you were hitting the highway fast, so... Mike?
Yeah?
Yeah? You were about to say something?
No, I don't know who I'm gonna say. I want you to say. I don't
know, you got Brock that's been doing quite well. Mikey, I don't know if we can base it on that form. Mikey, Metoman, Skarma.
Yeah, good showing from Skarma. The only thing I'm gonna say is, Mitch, the guys that have retired are Chris and Kzizo. That would be +2 positions for a lot of people. So I'm gonna say my driver of the day is gonna be I think, let me check the penalties. This is gonna decide it. And Name Changer wins.
Sorry. Okay.
My driver of the day is going to be, if he holds on to his position again, I think I'm gonna go for Matoman again.
Matoman.
We saw a lot of him on track today. He was doing a lot of battling. But if Mikey gets Matoman's position... Oh, Mikey's in the wall, and that is commentator's curse right there. Yeah, so that's Mikey out of the question. You know what? Skarma up to P8. Oh, wait, actually, Skarma still might lose position to Mikey, depending on... Let's see, we'll just wait. Skarma, very close. It's going to be very close. SPW on Gingerbush. Gingerbush on SPW. What's going on? They're side by side. Whoa, into the last corner. Gingerbush is going to hold on to it. But SPW is going to send it down. He's trying to make contact. And it's going to be Gingerbush that finishes ahead on penalties.
Oh, unlucky.
So, I think my driver of the day is going to be... Brock. 1/10 behind Vapor on penalties. It would have been P4 if he had gained a singular 10th. I'm going to go for Brock. I think good showing from the back. I just don't want to give it to Matoman 2 days in a row.
Okay, cool.
So, Brock gets driver of the day.
And name changer from the game.
And that's going to be us, Mitch. I think that was a very, very long race.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, GG to everyone. Your order was Name Changer from Jensen, Tyne, Vapor, Brock, Boastman with Fast Slap, Matoman, Mikey, Skarma, Gingerbush, SPW, Officer Doofy, Chris White, Pedro, and your DNFs were Chris, Kzizo, and Jalmi. So, Mitch, with that, I think you should invite Jensen to the party and see what he wants to say.
Okay, cool. I will now. Players.
Actually, Mitch, I'm gonna change my driver of the day again.
Okay, yeah, you can.
My driver of the day will be Mikey because I'm looking at where they started on track. P15 to P8, he had a very bad qualifying. I do remember us talking about that, so he's done a great job to get up there.
Where did Mikey finish? Sorry, that was
P8.
P8. Okay, and what was he? P15 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Good evening, Jensen. How are you? That's good. Whew.
So, Jensen, are you here?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Welcome back to yet again another podium. I mean, P1, P2 over the weekend, you're happy with that? Do you think P2 is the best you could have gotten today?
I mean, I really do hate this track.
So I'm gonna take that as your way of saying I'm very happy with I got.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. I think you
didn't expect that.
Yeah.
To be fair.
You're on a DRS train, I think, for pretty much the whole race, and then you finally kind of got some fresh air, and you kind of knew Vapor was in a penalty, I presume.
Yeah.
So yet again, you gain off penalties. But good job, Jensen. I mean, going into the final weekend, I just want to ask you this. Do you think Mexico, Brazil, do you think you can round up your season with some wins?
I mean, Mexico, Brazil, I'd say it's like a Japan-USA combination. That Japan is a good track for me. USA is a bad track. It's basically the same. Mexico being one of my best as well.
Okay, so we're expecting a strong performance from you there. Do you want to add anything? I don't really know what to ask. We didn't really pay much attention to you. You didn't really do much in the race, but you came home for P2, so I guess you did what you had to do.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all I can really say to you tonight, Jensen. I'm sorry we asked you all your questions yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Mitch, do you want to ask Jensen anything?
No. Anyway, congrats, guys. Well done.
Yeah. So, we'll be back tomorrow, I do believe, for some more content. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I think we'll be going live around 7:30 to 8 p.m. I don't exactly know. Stay tuned to support the guys, and we will be back tomorrow. Thank you